Welcome to Elgin County Living. I'm your host, Catherine Thompson. Today, my co-host Kate Burns-Gallagher and I will be investigating some of the great overnight accommodations in Elgin County. Our first stop will be Red Oak Travel Park near Eden. We'll then head to Gables Bed and Breakfast in Port Burwell and finish off the show at the Port Burwell Provincial Park. No matter how long you have to stay, Elgin County can make your stay fun and relaxing. Choose from bed and breakfasts, fully furnished cottages, inns, motels, and campsites. From luxurious to rustic and quaint to modern, there's something for you. Our first stop is the Red Oak Travel Park, a campsite with all the amenities.
Thanks, Catherine. We're out here east of Elmer on Highway 3 with Dale now at the Red Oak Travel Park. Thanks so much for joining us today, Dale.
Thank you for coming.
Thanks. So tell us a little bit about the Red Oak Travel Park. You took ownership about 3 years ago?
Yeah, I took it over in 2012.
Great. And how did you come up to acquire the campground?
Well, I got tired of working in factories. I wanted outside work, and I wanted to work where I live. And I always enjoyed camping. So I ended up looking for campgrounds.
Great. And at the time, this park wasn't actually for sale, but you managed to get it somehow, eh?
Yes, apparently it wasn't for sale, but I guess money talks, and the owner took the offer.
Great. So 3 years ago, you took over Red Oak Travel Park. Tell us a little bit about the park itself, laws, amenities, things of that nature.
There's 105 sites here. I think there's about 75 seasonal sites, and I think there's 10 tenning sections, and about, I think 12 pull-throughs.
Great. And servicing, how many of your sites are serviced?
With sewer and water and everything, about 75.
Wow, that's a great portion. And rate-wise, is there somewhere people can go to check availability and rates?
Yeah, if they go to www.redoaktravelpark.com, everything's listed on there.
Perfect. And I was also looking at the website. You've got an amazing event calendar. Tell us about some of the events that you have happening here at the park.
Well, we have dirt tournaments, horseshoe tournaments, bingo for women if they like it, shuffleboard, basketball. We have miniature golf. What else? Well, we have a pool, big pool here. Euchre, we've got euchre here. And lots of crafts for kids.
And I noticed when we pulled in, there are a lot of kids here. Tell us about the types of people that are coming out to your park and camping.
Well, it's a family park, and I enjoy seeing kids have fun here and everything else. And this year we have quite a few kids now.
Great. And do you find with your seasonal campers, are they here all week, or are your weekends your busiest time?
Weekends are more the busiest time. When people get out of school, the kids are out of school, through the week it's busier.
And at the front, I noticed across from the office, you have a rainy day getaway. Tell us about that little location.
Well, if it's raining and the kids want to get out and do something, they can use a rainy day shack there and watch movies or play games, do crafts.
Oh, that is great. And tell us about some events that you have happened throughout the year as well.
Well, this weekend it's Christmas in July. Everyone will be decorating their sites up for Christmas, and Santa Claus is coming, and that will be Saturday.
Oh, great. So will everybody take part in that?
A lot of them do, some don't, but probably about 3/4 of the trailer park will have their sites all decorated.
Wonderful. Now, you mentioned the website for further details. Can they also call for availability?
Yep, they can call and find out what sites are available, and they can actually email and book a site that way too.
Wonderful. And what time of the year are you open?
From May the 1st till Thanksgiving weekend.
Great. And any last comments you'd like our viewers to know about?
Yes, everyone more than welcome to come out to Red Oaks Travel Park and try the park out. And it's a family campground, and the kids enjoy themselves here.
Great. Well, thank you so much for your time today. We really appreciate it. And back to you, Catherine.
Welcome back to Elgin County Living. Grey Gables Bed and Breakfast is a little slice of heaven in the historic village of Port Burwell. The beautiful wraparound veranda is a perfect place to enjoy a cold beverage on a hot summer day or enjoy the warm breezes blowing off the nearby Lake Erie waters.
Catherine, we're down here now in the heart of Port Burwell with Jim Hebner of Grey Gables B&B. Thanks for joining us today, Jim.
My pleasure.
So tell us a little bit about Grey Gables.
Well, it's a 7-room bed and breakfast that's been in operation for about 15 years now, and it's a former Baptist manse, and I don't know what sort of things do you want to know.
Great. When was the building built?
Around 1860. And it's had several different owners over the years, and it's became, well, we purchased it 17 years ago and restored it interior, and kind of went from there.
Great. And now you recently won an Architectural Conservancy Award from the province of Ontario. Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, in Port Burwell in the summertime, when you've got a bed and breakfast, the problem is that all your demand is at once. So in previous years, we'd be turning away almost as many people as you could handle. So in effect, I doubled the size of the building, and I wanted to keep it in, so it worked with the original building, which is like a Gothic revival style. So I restored old window sash and used the period trim and made it a similar exterior side. So that's allowed me to not say no so often to my guests.
Wonderful. And in the interior as well, you've kept a lot of the history in there. Tell us about a few of the items inside.
Well, each room has a different hardwood floor. that's made from trees that I cut down and had milled and then installed. It's like a plank hardwood flooring. The windows, as I said, were like the same 6/6 as the original house from around 1860. I got all the windows and rebuilt them and put in old glass. The staircases are, I built the staircases, but they're like hardwood floor staircases. And as I said, the trim and the baseboard is all very similar, if not equal in every way to the materials in the original house.
Great. Now tell us a little bit about the bed and breakfast end of it. What are the availabilities, rates, those sorts of things?
We have usually fairly busy on the weekends all through the summer. In the midweek, we'll probably have places. The rates are like $99 plus tax, and that includes quite a nice breakfast of yogurt and fresh fruit and either sausages or bacon and eggs and cheese and sliced tomatoes and herbs out of the garden and tea and coffee. So people seem to like the meal. And we spend a lot of time in the evening sitting around on this big wraparound porch, just enjoying life here in Port Burwell.
And tell us a little bit about things for people to come down, stay with you, and visit in Port Burwell.
Well, of course, the big thing now is the submarine, which has been in operation now for tours for a couple of years, and it seems to be going very steady. Like last year was a really good beginning with, I believe, 30 or 35,000 guests. So I've never had a guest come here that had the tour that didn't say, well, that was well worth the money. Now, in addition to the submarine, there's the wonderful beaches on the east and the west side of the Otter Creek. We have the Marine Museum. We have the historic lighthouse, which is the old and wooden lighthouse on the Great Lakes, I believe. There's the Vienna Edison Museum just a couple of miles away. And there's like boat rental and hiking trails and really good fishing for perch. And lately, catfish has been pretty good fishing for that. There's certainly the Provincial Park, which has wonderful camping sites and is booked almost all the summer. And there's, I don't know if I should mention this, but there's also like an unofficial nude beach on the other end of the beach down there, which is, believe it or not, quite a popular attraction.
Yeah, I mean, working in tourism, we've had a number of inquiries about it as well. So
I have many guests that come here just for that, and it seems to operate well. Most of the people come through the Provincial Park and either stay in the park or walk down to the privately owned beach, which is basically open to anybody.
Yeah, it's a popular talking point for sure. So tell us about your rooms here at the B&B as well. There's availability for private ensuite bathrooms, which is quite unusual sometimes in a B&B.
Well, it can be when you first get started. I think back when we opened the doors for the first time, we had 3 rooms and 1 bathroom. But you soon learned that isn't what everybody wants these days. So all the rooms have their own bathroom. All but 1 are en suite with either walk-in showers or tubs and showers. And all the rooms except for 1 have a fireplace. They all have air conditioning. They all have at least a queen-size bed. Some have a queen-size and a single bed. Because lots of times it's a family with a kid or, just 2 travelers of the same sex that don't want to sleep in the same bed. So that's pretty well the bare requirement these days for a bed and breakfast.
Wonderful. And do you have any events or special occasions that you host at the B&B throughout the year?
Well, for Canada Day, there's always a parade going right front past here. So we have a Canada Day porch party. So it's like a potluck deal when you have 30 or 40 people, and we just sort of like toast the parade as it goes by. And in the the first Saturday of December, there's another parade. We have another porch party for that. And then, of course, there's always the holiday weekend in the beginning of August where they have the fireworks, which is spectacular. You can even see the fireworks from the porch here. And there's other little gatherings and get-togethers. There's people have retreats and that sort of thing.
Wonderful. So any last comments for our viewers, and let them know where they can find you online or make reservations?
You can find me online on my BB Canada site. Just Google, or you can just Google Grey Gables Bed and Breakfast in Port Burwell, and come on down. We call it Mayberry on the Lake. It's just a friendly place to stay.
Well, thanks so much for your time, Jim. We really appreciate it.
Well, it was my pleasure.
Thank you. Back to you, Catherine.
Thanks, Kate. Consider staying at Grey Gables Bed and Breakfast the next time you're in Port Burwell. You won't be disappointed. It's time for another short break. Welcome back to Elgin County Living. The final leg of our journey takes us to the Port Burwell Provincial Park, nestled along the shores of Lake Erie.
Thanks, Catherine. We're down here now in Port Burwell at the Provincial Park with Rhonda Card. Thanks so much for joining us today, Rhonda.
Hi there, thank you for that.
So tell us a little bit of history about the park.
Okay, land acquisition actually began in 1967, and in 1971 the park was first incorporated and regulated as Iroquois Beach Provincial Park. The name changed in 1986 to Port Burwell Provincial Park. Currently we have 3 campgrounds, Alzora, Leander, and Iroquois, and interestingly enough, Alzora and Leander campgrounds were named after vessels built right here in the harbor in Port Burwell.
Oh, neat. So tell us a little bit about the park itself.
Okay, we've got a beautiful sprawling campground. We offer 232 sites, 200 of which are reservable. We have 123 electrical sites. We offer a group camping area with 2 amazing sites just located outside the park entrance. We also have a sprawling day use area with a beautiful 3-kilometer beach, obviously on Lake Erie shoreline.
Great. And what about some of the activities and amenities that you have here at the park?
Okay, so we actually offer a variety of events that go on throughout the season. Peak season usually from third Friday in June until Labor Day. We offer NHE programming. NHE stands for Natural Heritage Education. So we have 2 staff members who are dedicated at our Interpretive Center, Visitor Center, and they offer a wide variety of children's programming, family programming, evening events. We also have a number of special events which take place in the park throughout the season.
Wonderful. And you mentioned that you have 200 reservable sites. How are people able to reserve the sites?
Yeah, you can reserve actually in 3 ways. You can go online at www.ontarioparks.com. You can reserve in person at the park, and you can also reserve by telephone.
Great. And you mentioned when we're going to take a tour through that there's an amphitheater. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yes, our amphitheater / interpretive center. It offers all kinds of interpretive displays. A lot of our staffing programs take place out of that. It's located in our rec field. And as I mentioned, we do have a number of special events which take place throughout the season there. So families can go there, enjoy a campfire program. There's sometimes sing-alongs, children's programs, guided hikes, et cetera, et cetera.
Great. And now behind us there's a firewood shed. What other services like that do you have here at the park as well?
Yeah, we actually have 2 stores. We have one here at the camp office and one down at our day use store. So we offer amenities such as firewood, ice, souvenirs, camper supplies. So if you wanted to buy a cute little t-shirt for your niece or nephew, you could get something like that there as well.
Great. So tell us about the experience for people when they pull up to the gate from when they leave.
Okay, so people pull up, and obviously they're starting their vacation, so they're quite happy usually. They're greeted by some friendly, smiling staff. They're given directions as to where they go to their sites. They're given information with regards to local attractions, what's going on at the park with regards to the interpretive programs. They're given a map, a tablet, which has all kinds of resources and information inside it as well, and directed to their campsite, and we wish them all the best while they stay here at Port Burwell Provincial Park.
So any last comments for our viewers before we sign off?
Yeah, come on now and see us at Port Burwell Provincial Park. We are a gorgeous park located on Canada's southern coast, Lake Erie, and everyone that comes here enjoys their stay. Beautiful beach, lots to do, very family-oriented campground, and yeah, we guarantee you'll enjoy your stay.
Thanks so much for your time today, Rhonda. We really appreciate it.
Thank you. It's been my pleasure.
Back to you, Catherine.
Thanks, Kate. Don't forget that not only is the Port Burwell Provincial Park a great place to picnic or swim on a hot summer day, but it's also the perfect location to witness the spring and fall migrations of butterflies, raptors, blue jays, and dragonflies. It's time for one more short break. Welcome back to Elgin County Living. With an abundance of natural beauty, unique tourist attractions, and delicious restaurants, you'll want to spend more than one day in Elgin County. For more information on great available accommodations, visit www.elgintourist.com. Like us on Facebook at facebook.com/Elgin County. Follow us on Twitter at twitter.com/Elgin County. Find us on Pinterest at pinterest.com/Elgin County, or follow us on Instagram at Elgin County. Until next time, get out there and experience life in Elgin County.